And welcome to the ETBU Coaches Show here with head football coach Scotty Walden. I'm Adam P. Ledyard here on Fidelity 6. So, Coach, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Coach, we'll just briefly talk about the Mary Hardin-Baylor game. You guys fell to Mary Hardin-Baylor in a top 15 showdown. Tell us a little bit about that game.
Yeah, it was definitely a tale of two halves right there. I think we played as good a football, Adam, as we played all year that first half from special teams, offense, and defense. But, against a great football team, you got to play 4 quarters. And we knew they would play 4 quarters. And I think I didn't like the way we responded to adversity when they went up 21-14. I felt like that kind of took some wind out of us, and it was just a one-possession game. But in addition to that, we didn't help ourselves by field position in the second half. We didn't give our defense a chance in the second half because they started every offensive possession on our side of the field. And so when you do that against a great team, they were able to take advantage of it. So give those guys credit. But again, I was so proud. I opened our guys' eyes up, on Sunday, just how good we played in that first half. And if we can consistently do that, we can compete with the best of them. And that we went toe to toe with those guys in the first half. And the biggest thing I'm proud of is I feel like every guy in our program and coaches, we expected to be there. We expected to win that game. And when I walked into the team meeting room yesterday and saw all the guys' disappointment and just the look on their faces, there was no look of, we knew we were going to lose. There was no look of that. It was a look of disappointment, and they expected to win that game. And when you're disappointed in losing to the number 3 team in the country, a team that's arguably going to compete for a national championship, then I think you're doing something right in your program. And I think our kids are on the right track, and we'll get another crack at them one day. But we got to let it go and roll on. But so proud of our defense for defensively forcing 4 turnovers, allowing 3.7 yards a carry. Those were keys to the game, and we accomplished those. We just didn't give our defense a chance in the second half. Offensively, I think we're a little inconsistent. I wish we'd have been more consistent. But at times we popped and looked really good. But we needed a few more consistent drives and taking what they gave us in order to win that game.
So with that, in the national polls, we thought we would drop completely out, but you dropped down to 19th in the D3 football and 22nd AFCA. So that's showing nationally that they respect in what you're doing this year.
No question. You said it best. I think it just shows a respect for our program, a respect for what we're doing. And when you're consistent, week in and week out, those things will happen. And so that's what we want to do is we just want to remain consistent and be a team that's consistently in the top 25 each week. We take a lot of pride in that, and not something we talk about in our program with our kids, but it's something that we want to be the best at what we do, and we want to be in the mix with the best. And if we just keep continuing to prepare and be consistent, we'll be in those national polls. But a great honor to stay in that, even though we had a loss this week.
Also with that, your team and individual are still in the national poll or national statistics. Chase Soika in the top 10, Drew Smith top 15. Offense number 2 in the nation. Defensively, I believe it's 27th with a turnover ratio. Talk about your team staying in the national polls consistently throughout the year.
Yeah, you got some guys giving a fantastic effort, and so proud of our offense for continuing to stay in that in that category, because it shows we're moving the ball and we're putting up points, and that's what's important. We're number 2 in scoring still in the country, and when you put up points, you got a chance to win. Simple as that. And so that's what I'm proud of our offense for doing. But in addition to that, guys like you mentioned, Chase Soika, Drew Smith, that are doing a great job individually. But some stats I'm most proud of is defensively we're 27th in the country in tackles for a loss with 50, and so that means we're getting after the quarterback. That means we're getting to the ball carrier in the backfield. And the whole key to our defensive system and the whole key to our program is to be able to run the ball and stop the run. And when you do those things, you have a chance to win. And you put offenses in long third down and distances, and that leads to us getting the ball back to our offense. So our defense is doing a fantastic job with that. And in addition to that, a stat that I think people overlook with us, and I think it's ranked up there in the conference, is turnover margin, and we're +5 in that category. We've got 8 turnovers on offense, but we've got 13 takeaways on defense. And when you stay ahead in that margin, you're gonna have a chance to win a lot of games. So if we can just remain consistent with taking care of the football and taking it away, with the past 2 games, we've taken it away 7 times. And if we can remain consistent in doing that, it's gonna lead to us having a few more wins this season.
This week will be homecoming here on campus of East Texas Baptist University. Just talk a little bit about the atmosphere of homecoming here at ETBU.
Yeah, it's always great. They always pack the stands and do a great job with the festivities during the week. Starts today. I think there's some events going on today and all throughout the week. And it's going to be imperative, just like any old coach will say, for the home team to avoid distractions, with the homecoming festivities. But I think we've got a mature group. I think we've got great senior leaders that I trust and believe in, and I know those guys understand the big goal, and our big goal is to be 1-0 this week, just like it is any week. And at the end of the day, we've got an ASC opponent coming in here in our home turf, and we've got to defend our stadium and win a big conference game. But we'll be excited about the festivities. I think there's a big pep rally going on Friday night, fireworks and a bonfire, which I think is really cool. Be a great experience. But our job is to win the homecoming game and take care of business out there on the field.
With that, Howard Payne is going to be the homecoming game. They always play us tough no matter what the records are. This year they haven't won a game yet, but you can throw that out the window because, like I said, every time we play them, they play us as tough as they can be.
Right.
What are you going to expect out of this team coming here to Ornelas to play us?
Yeah, number one, you're going to see a team that comes in here and plays extremely hard. If you just showed me the film and took away their record, I would tell you there's no way those guys haven't won a game. With how hard they play, I'm watching their defense. They fly around to the ball. Probably one of the hardest playing teams I've seen on tape all year, and I'm being honest on that. They play hard. They play like they're trying to win a championship every week, and their defense is flying around. Number 49, Disney, is I think one of the best linebackers in the league. He's leading the ASC in tackles right now. He flies to the football, and they've got some other guys that are doing a great job. And offensively, number 11 is just taking the top off defenses. I think he's got great speed, and we're going to need to be able to contain him. He's a big playmaker for him. But yeah, records don't matter in the ASC. Anybody can beat anybody on any given week, and so we're going to prepare the same way. No one, like I said last week, no one changes the way we prepare, and we're going to prepare accordingly for a great Howard Payne team coached by a great coach. Coach Sims, I think, does a great job out there with those guys, and they got a great staff, and they're going to come in here and they're going to play loose and be ready, and we're going to need to be able to match their intensity and be able to execute to win a big-time AFC matchup.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for talking to us this week on the ETBU Coaches Show with head football coach Scotty Walden. I'm Adam Ledyard. Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching again on Fidelity 6.